Good Monday morning, Mount Olive. We want to start off with a little story. Many years ago, a large American shoe manufacturer sent two sales reps out to different parts of Australia. They sent them to the outback to see if they could drum up some business among the natives. Sometime later, the company received telegrams from both of the salesmen. The first telegram said simply this: "No business here. Natives don't wear shoes." The second telegram said this: "Great opportunity here. Natives don't wear shoes." The question this morning is, how do we face trials and troubles and tribulations? The scripture reading for today comes from John in chapter 11. John chapter 11. And so we find that in this story that a good friend of Jesus, his name was Lazarus, of the town of Bethany. Him and his two sisters lived there. And we find out that he became sick. And the sister sent word to Jesus saying, "The one whom you love is sick." And here's the key verse that we want to look at, verse 4. And it tells us that when Jesus heard that, right? When Jesus heard that, he said, "This sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that the Son of God might be glorified thereby." Look at that. Now, Lazarus died. Jesus said, this sickness is not for death, but it'll be for the glory of God to be shown, and that the Son of God will also be glorified. And so we see a perspective on suffering and trials and pain. And that perspective is like that salesman. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for God to be known and Jesus to be shown. And so that's something we need to think about when we go through trials and tribulations. It's an opportunity for God to get more glory, even if the opportunity does not come out the way that we had hoped. God didn't answer our prayer exactly the way we wanted. It's still an opportunity for God to be known. And the reason this devotion has come up this week is yesterday we celebrated young Sawyer and the work and the miracle that God had done in that family and in his life. And in our closing remarks, we talked about the power and importance of a testimony, because God said that when these things come, it's for the working of God to be seen. It's for God to be known and Jesus to be shown. And so a testimony is a powerful, powerful thing to unbelievers, to know that there is a God, and to know that he's real, and to know that the greatest problem in our life, sin, is taken care of by the cross of Calvary, and they can be saved. And so this week, we want to challenge you. Comment on our Facebook devotions. Use it as a platform. Tell us of a time when you went through something, but then God used it as a good opportunity for God to be shown and Jesus to be known. And if you're here listening today and you don't know God, but he's been dealing with your heart, and through these testimonies, maybe you'll see that through the comments that God is real and Jesus Christ is the only way to God, and you want to be saved, and simply do this. I want you to pray and say, "Jesus, I believe that you died for my sins. I believe you rose from the grave. I want to accept you as Lord of my life. I surrender to you." Mount Olive, let's take the opportunity this week. Give a testimony. Talk about something you've been through in which God can get the glory. Have a great, great week, Mount Olive.